Okay, quick recap. We're testing to see if the convenience of the more widely available Level 2 EV charging outweighs the significant speed advantage of the much more rare and fickle DC fast charging option that's available on newer EVs. To find out, we're racing around the San Francisco Bay in a Chevrolet Bolt and a Hyundai Ioniq Electric. So far, Team Slow Bolt is in the lead despite Mark slacking on his navigator duties, but Team whatever Emmy and Evan are calling themselves have run into their fair share of troubles as well. Both teams are rounding the halfway point and are somewhere in the East Bay.
Hello?
Hi, how's it going?
So do you want me to be honest?
Yes, please.
This is the worst day ever.
Oh no, have things not been going right for you?
No, you're right. Something did not go right for us.
We have backtracked now at least 20 miles so we could get to a fast charger because the other chargers that we went to were not fast charging, and it was going to take us like 4.5 hours to get 100 miles. And we got kicked out of one place and we almost got kicked out of another place. Neither one of us have eaten. Neither one of us have had any water. Evan had to pee in the bushes. I am totally have to go to the bathroom, and we're still in Richmond.
Okay, well, I was going to say we'd wait for you when we arrive at the garage so we can gloat, but I'm not sure I really want to wait well into the evening.
You know,
We might just get there and call it a day.
yeah, well, this race isn't over yet, Sparky.
Well, have fun, and we'll see.
Alright.
Maybe we'll see you later. Bye.
God, they're so smug. They're so smug.
I think lunch is on me. This is the greatest day ever.
I want to know what the problems they've been having are,
I
though.
wonder. They know our story.
I know. We shouldn't have told them.
We shouldn't have.
As Team Slow Bolt cruises into Napa for lunch and our big slow charge of the day, Team Ioniq has finally reached its first Level 3 charger and gets back on the road.
And we spent $4.71 on that charge.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
3-hour EV charging only. All right, so this is a more ideal situation to what we're looking for charging. We got stuff around us. We've got a charge point station here. So here's how this is supposed to work. You will either use your charge point sort of key fob, or in the case here, I'm actually just going to use my smartphone to tap. Card's now authorizing, and we're good to go. Charge computer says it's charging. If we wanted a full charge, it'd be until midnight. But we don't want a full charge. We only want 3 hours of charging.
Okay.
So let's get something to eat.
Cool. All right.
So, but here's the thing. I was looking at Antoine's map, and the last part from Napa to Roadshow HQ, there's a lot of like twisty, windy roads, which is going to eat into our battery.
Yeah.
Even if they pass us, in theory, they'll probably have to stop again.
Yes. This should be our one and only stop for the day.
So hopefully we'll be able to overcharge enough to take in that windy road, right?
Yeah. Hopefully there's not too many big hills.
Actually, I hope everything's working out fine, really. Jokes aside, I don't want them to just be like stuck in the middle of nowhere in Rio Vista where we were, like waiting 7 hours for their car to charge. Nobody wants that.
They're eating lunch. Those they're actually sitting down and eating lunch. Mark's got this really good looking sandwich with French fries, and Antoine's shoving that whole burger in his face. Okay, we're in Napa and we found it. Hallelujah. Ah!
Dear God. All right, I'll move it. More?
No. We're totally parked like jerks. But the thing is if you don't park that way, you won't get that. All right, drive.
All
Okay,
right,
we
let's
have
get out.
118 miles.
We're gonna
That
be
is,
cutting it
we're going to
super
be cutting
close.
it super, super close.
Oh, God.
So when we were enjoying our delicious lunch, it's come to our attention that we might have been overtaken. So it looks like Emmy and Evan are here, or at least were here in Napa.
We expected to be overtaken here, but they overtook us a long time ago. We think,
Right.
like at least an hour ago.
So because we incorrectly estimated how long it was going to take us to charge, we thought it was going to be closer to 2 to 3 hours, and it ends up being grand total we needed closer to 4. We don't know if we're going to be able to catch them up.
So we need 14 more miles
We need
at
least 14 more miles, but
Probably
I think
more like
we'd be more comfortable with like
20.
25.
That's another hour. I'd like to apologize for my cockiness. I don't think we're going to win this anymore.
Okay, so our 2 missed turns have added enough slow charging time that we've been overtaken, but we can't let on or give up just yet. So far it's been smooth sailing for Team Bolt and nothing but trouble for Team Ioniq. Because they have to recharge more often and are reliant on the more rare DC fast charging, our only hope is that Emmy and Evan keep running into enough issues for us to catch them up.
So at this point we're pretty sure we've lost.
Yes.
Dramatically. The recharge time was just way too slow. I want you to know that I forgive you for your miscalculation. Know that in your heart. I don't hold it against you.
Hello?
What do you guys want?
Hey, how's it going?
So now we're on the last leg, which Antoine so graciously mapped it through all kinds of crazy hills with lots of turns, which means that we're going to burn through a lot of these miles.
That's just...
Where are you guys?
We're getting there for sure. We're definitely getting there.
I know, but where are you? I need details here.
We would like to keep that as a mystery, just to keep the tension of the trip high, because we don't want you to give up immediately.
We would never give up. Goonies never say die.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see you guys at some point.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Big jerks.
I used to like Mark.
They're probably calling us like as they're crossing the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Nope. We're still at least an hour behind at this point, but hey, we're not sweaty or tired. Neither of us had to pee in a bush, and we're full of burgers. That's got to count for something, right? But the race isn't over yet. Both teams are cutting it close on range as we creep towards the finish. An emergency recharge or flat battery could still change the game.
I feel like Mark is going to edit this and take everything out of context to make me look like a total idiot.
It would be funny if we were to get there first. Hide the car behind the vans. And jump out of them.
How's it going?
I have never been so happy to be coming over the Golden Gate Bridge in my entire life.
It's been tough.
But I don't think it's because of the car. I think it's because of us not planning.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think it's because of the infrastructure, but as a novice, the infrastructure is frustrating.
Definitely.
If you don't know it. So, okay, we're here, and I don't think they're...
Where is their car?
Dude, there's no way. They're hiding. It's around the corner. It's got to be around the corner. There's no way.
What's going on?
No, they're totally punking us. They're totally punking us. They want us to call them.
Hi.
Where are you guys?
Where are you?
Where are you?
We had first.
No, I asked first because I called you. Where are you?
You sound like you're in an echoey, rush type environment.
I mean, we might be. Well, look, if you guys aren't playing a joke on us, we just won.
What can we say?
Surprise!
No, really, where are you?
We're on a road. We're about another 14 miles away. We're due to get there around 8 o'clock.
What happened?
Nothing. Our just recharge time was way, way longer than we originally thought.
Congratulations.
We kicked your ass! We kicked your ass! We'll see you soon. Bye! Suckers!
Crazy.
Oh my god. This is the best day ever.
I'm
This
so
went from being the worst day to being the best day.
I would have sworn we lost.
Me too.
You should have taken your navigation duties more seriously.
Don't blame me. You did the route and you miscalculated the recharge times.
You said you wanted drama. I delivered. You didn't say you wanted a victory. He said you wanted it to be dramatic and close.
It wasn't close though.
Well, it would have been close if you'd paid attention to your navigation.
Oh,
dude.
off. You are not going to turn this round on me. You've messed up the most basic thing, was the recharge times.
One time I saw Sean Penn standing on that corner.
Sean Penn. Hi.
Hi guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
How'd your day go?
Looking well.
Yeah.
You had a nice drive?
We didn't we have a good drive?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, we had a really nice drive.
You guys look tired.
Besides wanting to throw up, I feel fine.
Well, I think this is over. Congratulations.
Yes!
Thanks.
Wasn't this a great idea?
In your face.
So fast charging wins where outright speed is concerned. The ability to quickly chug 90 miles of electricity in just 30 minutes makes it a no-brainer for drivers who need to get somewhere and get there quickly. But Team Fast Charge also ran into all sorts of issues just finding those DC combo stations along the way, and charging the car became the singular most important part of their whole trip. And while slow charging did take longer, Team Slow was able to better enjoy the journey and never had to go too far out of our way to find a station. So yeah, more frequent fast charging is faster, but I'm not sure I'd say it's better, at least not until those stations are more common and easier to find. I think I'd still take getting there just a little bit later and a lot more relaxed rather than relying on fast charging to get me there. Better yet, a car like the Bolt could actually be upgraded with optional DC fast charging, so why not have the best of both worlds?